Hello and welcome to this week's virtual vestry group for Sunday the 18th of July. This week will probably be the last video online virtual vestry group as we're going to be coming out of lockdown. Next Sunday we're going to be having a very special summer party during the 9:45 service, so please do come along and you're all very welcome. This week's Bible reading is about Jesus being busy, a bit too busy in fact. And he tries to find a quiet place, knowing that it's important for himself and his disciples. And it's from Mark chapter 6. The apostles returned from their journeys around the villages and gathered round Jesus to tell him all that they had done and taught. He said to them, "Come away with me to a quiet place so that you can rest for a while." There were so many people coming and going around them that he and the apostles didn't even have time to eat. So they went away in a boat to a deserted place all by themselves. But many people saw them set off in the boat and they hurried from all the nearby towns to meet them when they landed. When Jesus went ashore, he saw a great crowd and he had compassion for them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began to teach them many things. Later, Jesus and the apostles crossed over the lake in the boat and came to land at Gennesaret, a place on Lake Galilee. Immediately, as they got out of the boat and tied it up, people recognized Jesus and rushed from all over the region, bringing sick people on mats to wherever he was. And no matter where Jesus went, into farms or villages or cities, people laid out the sick in the marketplace and begged that they might just touch the fringe of his cloak, and everyone who touched it was healed. Jesus' world was very different from ours, but he still had a lot of very difficult pressures on him to heal, to teach, to lead, to tell people about God. And everybody wanted a bit of Jesus, even just the touch of the fringe of his cloak, and it really took it out of him. So we need to think about what keeps us busy. Is it school, jobs, family, friends, hobbies, computers, house, garden, life? Trying to do too much can create a lot of pressure. We hear in this Bible reading that Jesus understands the need for peace and quiet, to get away from it all, to retreat, to be able to rest and recover from a busy or demanding time. And Jesus knew that to be able to look after others, he had to look after himself. And that's what he wanted his friends, the disciples, to understand too. During the lockdowns, most of us have had to isolate and stay away from everyday situations, to have a forced retreat with more time to ourselves. Now we're coming out of most restrictions. It may be a challenge to find a restful space in our own lives so we can cope with life's demands and worries. So, can we find a special place where we can go? Can we find a special time when we can be still? Can we find a special place or person to go to if we need to be safe? Jesus took time away so he could rest and pray and listen to God, his Father. And if Jesus did that, we definitely need to do that too. There's some more ideas for getting away from it all on this week's Roots at Home sheet, which you'll find on the webpage. And this week's lovely song is Still by Hillsong United, and it's got some really wonderful Bible verses in it and words that could be used as a reflection or prayer, or you could listen to this prayer now, and we'll pray together. Dear Lord, thank you for your presence, for hearing the words in our hearts, whether they are silent or spoken. We ask you to hear our concerns and our worries. Please give us rest and peace, and help us to be still and know that you are God. Amen. And at this time of change, I do hope that you will be able to find some rest and peace. And thank you all so much for your support, prayers and love during the past 16 months of the pandemic. It's meant so much. And see you soon. Bye.